Hello everyone, my name is Nur Izatudamia binti Muhammad Saleh.
My name is Nur Nada Ilhami binti Ahmad Syaifuddin.
I'm Nora Yasmin Irawan binti Damai Irawan.
How are you doing today? Is everything good?
Everything is doing great, Izatul. Thanks for asking.
Yes, me as well. Even though I'm a bit tired lately because of the school assignments, but thank God I already finished them all.
That's great to hear. Alright, today we are going to discuss about a current issue related to campus facilities, which is the air conditioning in the library being broken in the non-academic context. The library is an important place for students to study, do research, and complete their assignments. However, when the air conditioning is not working properly, it can cause discomfort for students and make them lose focus on their assignment. Do you agree with me, Nadia?
Yes, I agree, Izatul. The library should be a comfortable and quiet place for students to focus on their studies. If the air conditioning is broken, the temperature inside the library may become very hot and uncomfortable. If I was there, I don't think I would be in the good mood to do my assignments, let alone studying. Do you think it is true, Naura?
That's true, Nadia. When the environment is too hot, it becomes difficult for students to concentrate on their work, just like what Izatu just said earlier. Some students may even feel tired or sleepy because of the heat. To be honest, I might feel tired or sleepy too if I was in their situation. Regarding this matter, may I know your personal experience about this current issue related to our campus facilities?
Of course, Naura, I would love to talk about it. I believe it happens to me 2 weeks ago. I remember that time when I went to the library to prepare for an exam. Unfortunately, the air conditioning in the library was not working properly. The library felt very warm and many students were using small portable fans to stay cool. I hate it so much because I was sweating really bad. What about you, Nadia?
I'm sorry that happened to you, Izatul. I had a similar experience too. When the air conditioning was broken, the library feels really crowded and stuffy. After a while, it became very uncomfortable to stay there for a long period of time. So, I ended up just don't do my works after that. That's how uncomfortable it is. What do you think, Nora?
That must be a really bad experience for you too, Izatu and Nadia. Yes, and because of that, some students decided to leave the library and study somewhere else. This shows that a comfortable environment is very important for effective studying. For me, there is one time where I almost fall asleep in the library while doing my works, and after that I started to feel dizzy because of the heat.
Now, we are moving to the next topic to talk about, which is what are the effects this issue bring upon students. You may go first, Izatul.
Thank you, Nadia. From my point of view, when environment inside the library is uncomfortable, students may not be able to focus properly on their works. Therefore, this can reduce their productivity when studying or completing their assignments. They might as well not complete their assignment and just end up doing it last minute. Do you think my opinion is right, Naura?
You are absolutely right, Izatu. And some students often go to the library because they want a quiet and comfortable place to study and complete their works. If the temperature inside the library is too hot, it may affect their concentration and may also cause dizziness. I will be really stressed if I was forced to study and doing my works in that condition. How about you, Nadia?
I can agree with you on that, Naura. Beside that, the heat may also affect students' physical comfort too. Some students may feel dizzy or uncomfortable when staying in a hot environment for too long. This being said, because our body cannot handle too much heat. If this continues, some students might suddenly lose consciousness.
I like the way you are thinking, Nadia. To add more to that, another issue is that the students might start looking for another place to study, such as cafes or other buildings on the campus to avoid going to the library. This decision is smart for students but bad for the library since there will be less people coming to the library. This will give bad view on the library reputation. What do you think regarding this opinion, Nadia? Naura?
I really like it, Izatul. To add more to add more to that, not all students can afford to study in cafes because they need to buy foods or drinks in order to sit there. Just to remind you all, we are students and we can't always buy foods or drinks from cafes to study there. If we do that, we might only eat cup noodles for weeks. Do you agree with me, Nadia?
I totally agree with you, Nora. To be honest, I don't want to only eat cup noodle. I might go crazy. So, with that, the library should be accessible and comfortable for all students to do their works.
Alright, friends, let's get a bit personal, shall we? For next parts, we are going to talk about feelings and opinions about this issue. Personally, I feel that campus facilities should always be maintained properly because the students rely on them for their academic activities. It is because students use library to do their works, searching for reading materials for academic or to just spend their free time and also to do group discussion in peace. Do you think my opinion is valid, Nadia?
Yes, it is, Izatul. I really like your opinion. Facilities like libraries, computer labs, and study areas play a very important role in supporting students' learning, especially for people who are preferred to study in silence and for them that got distracted easily. How is it, Nora? Do you think I am right?
Yes, of course, Nadia. When these facilities are not functioning properly, it can negatively affect the overall learning experience of students. This can also cause students to fail in their studies. Now, we are moving to suggestion to solve this devastating issue that fall onto us students. Do you have any interesting suggestion to solve this matter?
I believe that the university must provide temporary solutions such as installing additional fans until the air conditioning is repaired. This can at least help to reduce the heat and make the environment slightly more comfortable for students who need to study in the library. What do you think, Naura?
I like the idea, Azatul. One possible solution is for the university maintenance team to repair the air conditioning system as soon as possible. If the repair process takes too long, it could continue to inconvenience many students who rely on the library as their main study space. Just imagine how devastating the students can be if this happens. How about you, Nadia?
I totally agree with your view, Nora. Yes, regular maintenance checks should also be conducted to prevent similar problems in the future. If the university carries out scheduled inspections of the air conditioning system, they may be able to detect technical problems earlier before they become more serious. The students will be really happy if the problem is fixed immediately. Do you agree with me, Izatul?
I agree with you on that, Nadia. The university can also inform students about the situation through announcements so students understand the reason for the problem. For example, they could send notification through email, the university portal, or social media platforms. With this, students get information about the issue early and they are able to plan ahead whenever they want to find place to study or and doing their works. What is your view on this, Laura?
That is one nice view, Izatul. This communication is important because it shows that the university is aware of the issue and is taking action to solve it. When students receive updates, they may feel more understanding and patient while waiting for the problem to be fixed.
We have come to conclusion on this issue regarding campus facility, which is the air conditioning in the library being broken in the non-academic context. To summarize it all, the broken air conditioning in the library creates discomfort for students and affects their study environment. When the temperature inside the library becomes too warm, students may find it difficult to concentrate and stay focused on their tests. As a result, some students may choose to leave the library early or search for another place to study and do their works. How about you, Nora?
You are right, Izatul. A comfortable study space is important for helping students stay focused and productive. The library is supposed to be a quiet and comfortable environment where students can read, revise their notes and complete their assignments. However, when the air conditioning is not functioning properly, it disrupts the environment and make it harder for students to concentrate for a long periods of time. Do you think that is true, Nadia?
That's true, Nora. Therefore, maintaining campus facilities properly is essential for supporting students' well-being and learning experience. Facilities such as the library should always be in a good condition because many students rely on them as their main place to study. When the environment is comfortable and well maintained, students can feel more relaxed, motivated, and ready to focus on their academic work.
In addition to that, addressing facility issue quickly can show that the university values students' need and comfort. Even small improvements, such as temporary cooling solution or clear communication about maintenance, can help students feel more supported. You agree with me?
I agree with you, Isatul. When the university provides a comfortable study environment, it encourages students to spend more time in the library, collaborate with others, and stay engaged in their learning activities. What do you think? What do you think, Nadia?
I like your point of view, Nara. Overall, we can conclude that proper maintenance of campus facilities, especially the library, plays an important role in creating a positive and productive environment for students.
Now we'll discuss this issue in academic context. A comfortable learning environment plays an important role in students' academic success. The physical condition of a learning space can influence how well students understand lesson, complete assignments, and prepare for examination. When students study in a comfortable environment, they are more likely to stay focused for longer periods of time and perform their academic tasks more effectively. Now, I would like to hear your facts about the importances of learning environment for students.
Alright, Isatul. Research has shown that environment environment factors such as temperature, lighting, and noise level can affect students' concentration and productivity. For example, when the temperature is too hot or too cold, students may feel uncomfortable and distracted. Similarly, poor lighting can cause eye strain, while excessive noise can make it difficult for students to focus on their reading or writing tests. Do you agree with me?
Yes, I agree with you. If the library becomes too hot because the air condition is broken, students may not be able to focus effectively on their studies. Instead of concentrating on their work, they may feel tired, restless, or uncomfortable. This can reduce their motivation to study and may cause them to leave the library earlier than planned.
That's a very important point, Nadia. The library is usually designed to provide a quiet and a comfortable space where students can read, conduct research, and work on assignment. When the environment becomes uncomfortable, the purpose of the library as an effective study space is affected.
I really like that point too, Ezatul. In addition, students often spend long hours in the library, especially during exam periods or when they need to complete major assignments. If the environment is too hot or uncomfortable, it may become difficult for them to remain productive for extended periods of time.
Yes, Nara. And this could indirectly affect students' academic performance. When students cannot focus properly or spend enough time studying, it may influence their understanding of the subject and their overall results. Therefore, maintaining a comfortable learning environment in places such as the library is very important. When students have access to a well-maintained and comfortable study space, they are more likely to stay motivated and achieve better academic outcomes. For the next part, we are going to talk about the impact this issue has bring upon students. You may go first, is that cool?
Okay, thank you, Nadia. From what I heard on the article, students often spend long hours in the library when preparing for an exam or completing their assignments. The library provides a quiet space where students can focus on reading, revising notes, and doing research. Many students prefer to study there because it helps them concentrate better compared to studying at home or in noisy environments. By going to the library to study, the chance students able to score their academics with ease are high. Do you think I'm right, Naura?
You are absolutely right. However, if the environment in the library becomes uncomfortable, such as when the conditioning is not working and the temperature becomes too hot, students may leave the library earlier than planned. When students cannot stay long enough to complete the study session, it reduces the amount of time they spend revising or preparing for the exams. Do you agree, Nadia?
Yes, and this could indirectly affect their academic performance. When students have less time to study or cannot focus properly, they may not fully understand the topics they are learning. As a result, they might feel less confident during exams or while completing assignments.
In addition, some students rely heavily on the library for access to academic resources such as books, computers, and study materials. If the environment is uncomfortable, they might not be able to use these resources effectively. Am I right, everyone?
Yes,
Yes,
is
is
that
that
true?
good? To add more to that, when students cannot concentrate properly, their productivity also decreases. They may take longer to complete tasks or struggle to stay motivated while studying. How about you?
I agree with you on that. Therefore, a comfortable and supportive learning environment is very important for helping students stay focused, manage their study time effectively, and perform well in their academic work.
Let's moving on. Next, we are going to talk about this issue effects on the group work and research. The library is also commonly used for group discussion and research activities. Many students meet their group members in the library to discuss assignments, share ideas, and work together on projects. The library usually provides a suitable environment for these activities because it is quiet, organized, and equipped with study spaces. What do you think, Aura?
I think you are right, Azatul. When the environment is too hot, students may find it difficult to collaborate effectively with their group members. When people feel uncomfortable due to the heat, they may become distracted and lose focus on the discussion. Instead of concentrating on the task, they might spend more time talking about the uncomfortable temperature. How about you, Nadia?
I agree with you. Group discussions may become shorter because students prefer to leave the uncomfortable environment. When the temperature is too warm, students may feel tired more quickly and may not have the energy to continue long discussions or research sessions. You want to add more, is it all?
I would love to, Nadia. This can affect the quality of group work because students may not have enough time to share ideas or evaluate different perspectives properly. As a result, the group may not produce the best possible outcome for their assignment.
In addition to that, Zatul, research activities often require students to spend a lot of time reading books, reviewing academic resources, or using computers. If the environment is uncomfortable, students may rush to their work or decide to continue their research somewhere else.
Therefore, a comfortable study environment is very important for supporting effective group collaboration and research. When students feel comfortable, they can communicate better and exchange ideas more freely and work together more productively.
Now, we are going to talk about institutional responsibility. You may go now, Izatul.
Yeah, thank you, Naura. Universities have a responsibility to ensure that campus facilities support students' learning needs. Educational institutions are not only responsible for providing academic knowledge, but also for creating an environment that encourages effective learning. Facilities such as libraries, lecture halls, computer labs, and study areas should always be well maintained so that students can use them comfortably. Do you agree with me?
I totally agree with you. This includes maintaining infrastructures such as air conditioning systems, lighting, and study spaces. These facilities play an important role in supporting students' daily academic activities. For example, proper lighting helps students read and write more comfortably, while good ventilation and air conditioning system help maintain a comfortable temperature for studying. What's your view on this, Nadia?
My view on this is that regular inspections and maintenance can help prevent technical problems from occurring. If the university conducts routine checks on its facilities, small issues can be detected and repaired before they become more serious problems that disrupt students' learning activities.
In, ad- i- in addition to that, Nadia, universities should have an effective maintenance system where students and staff can report facility problems easily. When students notice issues such as broken air conditioning or faulty equipment, they should be able to inform the responsible department quickly.
I agree, Isatul. Once a problem is reported, the maintenance team should respond as soon as possible to ensure that the issue does not continue to affect students. Quick action shows that the university values students' comfort and takes their concerns seriously.
Therefore, by maintaining campus facilities properly and responding promptly to technical issues, universities can create a supportive learning environment that helps students stay focused, motivated, and successful in their academic journey. Okay, is that all? Naura, let's talk about long-term solutions for this issue.
Let me go first on this part. In the long term, universities should invest in more effective cooling systems for buildings like libraries. Modern cooling systems are often more energy efficient and reliable, which means they can maintain a comfortable temperature for students while also reducing the chance of frequent breakdowns. By upgrading their facilities, university can create a better learning environment that supports students' academic activities. Uh, how about your view on this one, Naura?
For me, they can also implement regular maintenance schedules to ensure that the facilities are checked consistently. When maintenance is carried out periodically, technicians can identify small technical issues before they become major problems. This approach helps to prevent sudden breakdowns, such as the air conditioning system stopping unexpectedly during important academic periods like exams. How about you, Nadia?
For me, feedback systems could also be created so students can report facility problems easily. For example, the university could provide an online reporting platform, a mobile application, or a simple feedback form where students can quickly inform the administration about any issues they notice.
That's a very good idea, Nadia. This is because students are usually the ones who use campus facilities every day. Their feedback can help the university detect problems earlier and respond more efficiently.
In addition to that, Zatul, the university could also monitor the condition of facilities regularly by collecting data and reviewing maintenance reports. This can help them plan improvement and allocate resources more effectively in the future.
Overall, my friends, By investing in better technology, maintaining facilities regularly, and encouraging feedback from students, universities can ensure that campus facilities remain reliable, comfortable, and supportive of students' learning needs.
We have reached the conclusion. The issue of broken air conditioning in the library may seem like a small problem, but it can have a significant impact on students' learning experience. The library is an important place for students to go to study, conduct research, and complete their assignments. When the environment becomes uncomfortable due to the heat, it can make it difficult for students to concentrate and stay focused on their academic tasks. Do you agree?
I agree with Izatul. A comfortable environment helps students concentrate, stay productive, and perform better academically. When students have access to a quiet and well-maintained study space, they are more likely to stay motivated and spend more time studying. On the other hand, if the environment is uncomfortable, students may feel distracted, tired, or less willing to continue their study session. Do you think that's true, Nadia?
That's true, Nara. Therefore, universities should prioritize maintaining campus facilities to support effective learning. Proper maintenance of facilities such as air conditioning systems, lighting, and study spaces can help create a positive learning environment for students. When universities take good care of their facilities, it shows that they value students' comfort and well-being. Do you like to add more?
Yes, I would like to. In addition, maintaining a comfortable study environment can also encourage students to use campus facility more frequently. This can promote better study habits and provide students with a suitable place to collaborate with their peers.
Yes, Izatul. And when students feel comfortable and supported by the university, they are more likely to stay engaged in the academic activities and achieve better learning outcomes.
Overall, we can conclude that maintaining campus facilities is not only about infrastructure but also about supporting students' success. A well-maintained learning environment plays an important role in helping students stay focused, motivated, and ready to achieve their academic goals. Thank you for listening to our talk. Bye, everyone.